Welcome to Coach's Corner. My name is Jason Demonsennis, and this week I'm with Nick Johnston, our football manager. Nick, last week we played Sandringham over at Trevor Barker Beach Oval. We lost in both games. It was quite a windy day down there. How did you see the game?
It's pretty windy. The twos weren't too bad in that second quarter. When we came back, we were sort of 9 goals down, 2 goals down at half time, but then it blew out after half time. And the seniors just, I don't think they turned up. Germo said it at half time. They didn't turn up, but the second half, bit of redemption, far better, and that's the way we know that our boys can play footy.
Yep, and this week we're going to need to be at our best because we can pull out a win this week. We're against Frankston, and we've got also last week's team here. We had Ted Linden who played his first game, and obviously 2 development players who've been called up under certain circumstances. We know about our big key tools who are out. Who do you think played well probably in the back line?
Well, the ball was down there a fair bit. Sardi was probably our best on ground. Adam played really, really well. Gave us plenty of run, plenty of drive, and beat his opponent consistently on a one-on-one basis. So he's going to be really important for us this week, coming up against a pretty strong Frankston back line with the 2 Newmans are playing very well. They've also got Big Bolo down there playing at full back. So, it's going to be a battle which is going to be played in the midfield. So therefore, we need to be on top and get plenty of drive out of our back line this week, which we probably didn't do last week, but I think we were let down with our forwards. So.
Yeah, and also quickly just on the midfield, we don't have a midfielder here. He's actually down here, but Cody Mance, he's just been playing better and better each week, and he'll be this week's line of the round, I'm proud to announce. How have you seen his progression this year?
Look, Cody's come back. He got a really savage sort of injury against Collingwood, like really early on in the year, and he's come back, and he's just slowly but surely worked into his game, and he's actually really taking the game on. He's finding that his evasive skills are really coming to the fore because he's been given licence to be actually to create that space on the outside, which is what we need for our run and carry to get the ball deep into our forward. So he played a really good game on the weekend, so we're pretty happy.
Absolutely, might just be our best player, I think, from the weekend's game. And our forward line, we've got a couple of key forwards here, Leck Featherston and Dion Hill, who are, I guess, probably struggling to get their hands on the ball in some situations. What's the best way to just, I guess, build yourself back up when you are a key forward and you're just lacking that bit of confidence? What's the best way you can just rebound?
TIs, team involvements. If you're building up your TIs, your smothers, your tackles, your chases, your shepherds, every time you're doing that, you're around the ball. So therefore, the more you're around the ball, it's going to come to you. All right. So therefore, if these guys can apply massive amounts of forward pressure to apply to the opposition back line to stop them from switching, making sure they kick down the line, making sure that someone's right up their date all the time whenever they're running out, puts them under pressure, turnovers come, and away we go. That's their job this week. We need to get probably 15 to 20 TIs out of each individual forward.
Yep, and also we've got some development players here who played last week, as well as Mick Hartley, who we're not sure if he's going to come back this week or not. We're still waiting to find out, maybe this week or the week after, we don't know yet. But just some of the players who played well last week, I mean, I would say most of these guys who have played senior football this year, especially guys like Danny Union and Danny Cooper, they've actually played quite good games in the development and maybe pushing for some selection.
Yeah, look, for sure. I think hopefully Phelps will be right. We'd love Mick to come back in and take Khan Haratuku playing at centre half forward, so that'd be a really good matchup. And in fact, that'd be worth the $10 just to come down and watch that actual game within the game, which would be really good. Jack's been pretty solid down back. Clarkey had his best game for a long, long time. Hopefully, he gets a crack. Danny Cooper wasn't too bad either. He was up there. Joshy was pretty good in the inside mids as well, doing that. And Danny Union just needs to get back to hitting up and tick leading and just attacking that footy and just trying to get one of these blokes out of the side. That's what it's all about. And of course, Omar will be joining us on the sidelines this week, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately, Omar has been he was cited and he'll miss a week through suspension this week, which was unfortunate because it was his first senior game for the year. But he'll sit this week out. So yeah, there will be a spot anywhere potentially in the forwards, maybe we don't know, for someone to come in. And also in regards to, you mentioned Haratuku and Frankston. You've worked at Frankston previously. What do they do well?
Well, they retain the ball. They're a shortish kicking side. They take a lot of uncontested marks. They have a lot of possession, so they can retain it for a long time. So therefore, we've actually got to bust that down and man on man, just keep on attacking, attack your opponent, beat your opponent, win the ones on ones. All we've got to do is win the contested ball. We win the contested ball, everything will flourish from there.
Hopefully we can get the 4 points. That's this Sunday. It's 2 o'clock at Piranha Park. It's the ETU Cup. So so we'll all be looking forward to that. Our last home game for the year, so get down to Piranha Park. Thanks very much, Johnno.
It'd be good to win the ETU Cup and actually have it sitting in our trophy cabinet. It'd be very, very good for a change.
Be fantastic. All right.